Um, I have the script right here. Okay. Lights, camera, action. Hi there. My name is Red. And I'm not going to give any backstory again, like in the first movie. But what I am going to do is almost like a storybook telling. So, our story begins in a movie theater with an angry movie critic. Boo! This movie stinks! Godzilla, stop! You're ruining for all of us! I'm ruining it for all of us? I mean, this movie stinks so bad. Why would we even want to watch this junk? Plus, why are we even paying money to see a movie in a movie theater? That shouldn't even be legal. In fact, all of us in this theater is a giant sucker if we're going to pay that. Especially you. This is fantastic. I tried trillions of times to kill those little peasants, and every time just wouldn't work. First I tried a whole head-on war with them, then I sent them up to space. Then I tried to put a curse on them to paper cutouts, and then I tried to send a rocket to the moon to blow it up, sending chunks flying into the Earth and destroying it, but none of them worked. They'll never work. And unless if someone has an idea of how I can destroy them, I'm pretty much done for. I'm almost about to give up. But a true villain never gives up until he accomplishes what he's done. King Godzilla, I have a wonderful idea, or should I say, us three have a wonderful idea of how you can kill those good guys once and for all. Oh, really? Tell me what's better than any of my plans that somehow failed. Well, I'll tell you how. See, all of your plans failed because of one thing. Godzilla and Red were together. I'm listening. You see, the only way for us to destroy them is if we separate them. Wait a minute. What did you just say? Yeah, you heard me right. Separate them. Separate them. Why didn't I think of that? I mean, that's such a genius idea. I could have just separated Godzilla from Red this entire time. Put them in separate cages, or maybe send Godzilla off to, like, one half the world and Red to the other half. And then I would have been able to destroy them both and rule the world that way. But there is a bit of consequences with this, and I know how to patch them up. But first, let me show you what the consequences are and how to patch them up. Here is a recreation of our two foes, Red and Godzilla. I'm listening. See, Red is small and defenseless, but in some ways, he has anger problems that can really get him powerful. But that's only if someone insults him, which sometimes it doesn't really happen. But if we're smart enough to actually not do that, since those guys over there, Gigan, Mechagodzilla, and Zilla, my name's Godzilla. No, it isn't. Toho trademarked your name to be Zilla. If we were to actually study Red for a minute, we would know that he's very fast, he's very intelligent, and at some point, even durable. But we actually have no idea of how much Red can take. So, pretty much speaking, I have no idea what to do with Red. But however, with Godzilla, I fought him many times, and I figured out ways to actually destroy him. Even though I never actually had the opportunity to, the times I fought him. See, step out of the way for a sec. Godzilla here. He's big, bulky, but at the same time, he's slow as a tortoise. He can't move fast. Sure, he can fly with his atomic breath, but that's literally the only way he can travel fast. Sure, he can swim, but this is taking on land we're talking about. So you're telling me that if we separate these two, since they're technically working hand in hand in some cases, that'll leave him vulnerable? Yep. I'm gonna actually think about that. I'll talk to you in a few hours, just to tell you if I accept it. Oh, you will, Gang Godzilla. You will. And that's a promise.